years running.
Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Juan Williams, in for Bill O'Reilly. And in the personal story segment tonight, former President Clinton weighed in this morning on the economic situation in the nation.
I'm not sure both sides want the economy to get better. I know the president does, but I know what Senator McConnell said, that his #1 priority was winning the election.
It sounds like you're saying the Republicans are basically rooting for the economy to fail.
No, I didn't say that. Senator McConnell did. Senator McConnell said his #1 goal was not to get the economy going again. It was to defeat the president. So I hope they're not rooting for it to fail. I think, you know, they really may believe that austerity now is the right policy.
But what did Senator McConnell actually say when asked about his goals? Take a listen to this exchange from Fox News Sunday last summer.
I received an email with a list of quotes on it, Republican candidates and leaders saying that bad economic numbers help Republicans' chances in 2012. And on that email is one of your quotes from last year, where you said the single most important thing we want to achieve is for President Obama to be a one-term president. So how do you respond to those Democratic lines of attack?
Well, that is true. That's my single most important political goal, along with every active Republican in the country, but that's in 2012. Our biggest goal for this year is to get this country straightened out, and you can't get this country straightened out if we don't do something about spending, about deficit, about debt, and get this economy moving again.
Joining us now from Washington, economist Ben Stein and Simon Rosenberg, president of the NDN, a center-left think tank. Ben Stein, when you heard what Mitch McConnell had to say, it sounds to me like he's talking about the economy. I mean, he wants to defeat President Obama. He's a Republican, but he said the economy is his #1 goal. Isn't that right, or did I mishear?
He said that was his #1 goal in 2011, and I think he thought in 2011, as we all did, that by 2012 would be in a strong recovery, and then his #1 goal in 2012 was to change presidents, and I'm sure he meant by that, if we change presidents, we'll be on the way to a stronger recovery. We need a president who has different economic policy priorities from the current president. But, I mean, the idea of saying that the Republicans would rather have people be unemployed and then win the election is just nonsense. It's just holier-than-thou partisan nonsense.
Well, Simon Rosenberg, what are you hearing? I mean, it seems to me that, yes, Mitch McConnell did say his goal is to defeat President Obama, but then he clearly said he wants this economy to work. That's what he said, Simon. So where is this line of attack coming from in President Clinton's mind? Doesn't he know this is scurrilous?
Well, first of all, let's look at what Mitch McConnell said, is that he said he wants to get the economy recovering through cutting spending and reducing the deficit. And look what the Republicans are actually proposing right now. They want to increase defense spending. They want to roll back Obamacare. They want to cut taxes on wealthy people. All of that will increase the deficit by trillions of dollars. And it just shows that the argument that McConnell made was magical thinking, right? That somehow, that just by saying we're going to reduce the deficit is going to get reduced. It's not true. The Republicans now are the ones promoting exploding the deficit. The Democrats are trying to rein it in. So first of all, I just disagree with the economics behind what Mitch McConnell is saying. And on the politics, we could go through list after list of things the Democrats have tried to do to get the economy working again that the Republicans have blocked. There is clearly a difference of opinion about what it's going to take to create growth.
All right, so let me go to Ben on this point. Simon, hang on a second. Let me go to Ben on this now. Ben, what you just heard from Simon was, okay, doesn't matter what Mitch McConnell said, the fact is Republicans are obstructing jobs bill's proposal, job creation coming from this Democratic president, and they seem content to go home before the election because guess what? They'll say the economy is still struggling, and then they'll blame it on Obama.
Well, but they have a list of proposals that's been made in great detail by Representative Ryan, among many other Republicans, that will stimulate the economy in their view. I think part of the problem we have here is that we don't really know what will stimulate the economy. We do know we need a stronger defense. We face extremely big defense problems in various areas of the world. We do have a great many very intelligent people saying that cutting taxes on high-earning, high-achieving people is not a bad idea. Some do say it's a bad idea. We don't really know what will work, but this idea that somehow the Democrats are more compassionate, more moralistic, have a better sense of the human heart than the Republicans is, I think, it's just a ridiculous idea.
One quick point to you, Ben. If we don't know what works, but I thought the basis for Romney's campaign is he's a businessman who does know what works and that he's going to fix the economy.
Well, that is the basis for his campaign, but I'm not 100% clear that it's true. I'm also not 100% clear that Mr. Geithner has an idea of what will fix the economy, or that anyone else in the Democratic White House has an idea of what will fix the economy. So, that doesn't seem clear.
All right, but Simon, one thing that Bill Clinton has said is he would not end the tax cuts, the Bush tax cuts, for anybody. And now we hear that President Obama says, yeah, he wants to maybe extend it for a year, but he's not making an open-ended commitment. So why is President Clinton now saying, oh, it's the Republicans who are at fault, when in fact he has differences with President Obama?
Yeah, well, that happens in all parties. I think it's also true on the Republican side. But I think what the president said, if you heard the end of that tape, is he said the Republican embrace of austerity will do more to reduce employment, slow job growth, increase the deficit than what the Democrats are proposing. That's what he said. And the reason why is last summer when we did that deficit deal, right, remember the debt ceiling debate that took place, all GDP estimates were lowered, the economy started to slow, because if you contract the economy, we learned this in what's going on in Britain and in Europe, you contract the economy, you have less jobs, less growth. The Republicans are proposing now a strategy for less jobs, less growth, more debt. The Democrats are proposing more jobs, more growth, less debt. And that's what this debate, that's what this election is going to be about.
Well, Ben, I come back to you. Go right ahead, Ben. Go finish this up, Ben.
With the greatest possible respect, you just said the Republicans are trying to explode the deficit and make the deficit bigger. So you just said, first you said they're trying to make it smaller, then you said they're trying to make it bigger.
No, I said more debt. I said more debt.
It's more debt.
No, I was clear. Ben, I was clear.
I got to stop you because I get it. All the contradictions in all the debates, I get it. Thank you for coming in, gentlemen. On deck, a stunning new